So interestingly, मेरे Instagram profile पे for the longest time I had written mom to the cutest child, right? I can't say that anymore.
आप सैटरडे को भी काम करते हो, फिर मैं सैटरडे को भी स्कूल जाऊँ क्या?
Expecting like it will be a very cute child that way.
Okay.
So I was asking मुझे हमारा ही baby है ना?
Why is nobody questioning a father who's like going to office on a Saturday or who's going traveling like for 15 days or whatever, right?
If you're venting that you're a bad parent, like I'm not saying I don't love my kid, I'm just saying it was not a good day.
If I don't do what I have to do as a mother to keep myself happy, how will my child ever be happy?
Your guilt is something that your child necessarily does not mean for you to have it, right? Your guilt is just your own self-induced things. I'm Manisha. I'm a mom to a 5-year-old girl and I'm working as a content creator. My page goes by the name The Goof Mom because there's a lot of goofy stuff happening around parenting, and also there's a lot of humor, which I believe is my coping mechanism for dealing with the chaos. So yeah, that's about me.
I am Aarti. I am working as a software engineer with a software firm for past 18 years. I don't have any hobby as such, but latest newfound hobby of running. So that is a coping mechanism for me.
Perfect.
And also trying to be fit at the same time. So that is about me. And I'm a mother to a 8-year-old boy.
My name is Nandini and I have an 8.5-year-old son. And I think today I'm here to talk about our relationship. Yeah, looking forward to it.
Hi, I'm Meenal and I have a son, he's 6-year-old.
Lovely. How would you describe them?
So interestingly, मेरे Instagram profile पे for the longest time I had written mom to the cutest child, right? And I can't say that anymore.
Trust me when I say this, I have the most opinionated and strong-willed girl in the world. So you can vouch on my negotiation skills. And like she's very mature for her age, which is good for me, very understanding as well. And yeah, naughty, everything.
Deer is also, like you said, every day you sort of come across another angle of your child. So now that he's 6, I think the changes are even more frequent and, you discover a lot of new things every day.
So my kid, the first word which comes to my mind is the naughtiest kid ever, I think. Full of energy, enthusiasm. So, and lot of love for sports. So all the day he wants to play. That's it. Like that's my kid. So, yeah.
Okay, let's start. First question. So, Aarti, what is your fondest memory of motherhood?
Manisha, so this are like I will have a lot of them.
Wow.
But right now, what I can remember the latest one. Okay, so I took my kid to a theme park.
Okay.
Okay, right here only, like Magic.
yeah.
And we sat on a roller coaster ride.
Okay.
And that was the first experience. And he was so thrilled. And one ride we did it 10 times. And he was like, he couldn't, like, he was
It
so
could have
happy.
been
And
endless. Okay.
he was again, like he was, constantly. So that was real fun,
Wow. Little joys.
Yeah, little joys, I would say, yeah. So, and that too, the first seat of the roller coaster, that was compulsory for us. So it was great. That I can remember the latest. You have any fond memories like which you would?
Okay. For me, there have been many. I could have said, her first steps or when she said mama. But for me, somehow it's her first day of school when I saw her in the uniform. Because she was never into play school because COVID was happening at that time. So it was preschool for her. So when I saw her in that uniform, like there were tears of joy to be honest. So yeah, for me that was the first day of school.
Wow. Did you ever expect that motherhood will turn out the way it did?
That's a very tough question because like they said, nothing prepares you for motherhood. But I think मेरा एक advantage था because my sister had just had her first baby like 2 years before my son was born. So I had a lot of information on how it's going to be, right? But then again, you never know what really transpires. And my child turned out to be quite different. When he was about, he was this child who was like the cuddliest and cutest and funniest child. And, you know, we would go to a restaurant, kahin bhi jate the. He would go jump into anybody's hand. He would make like amazing eye contact with everybody. All of that would happen. But then when he turned 2.5, we saw a completely different phase from the time he was about 2.5 to 4.5. Because वो बात ही नहीं करता था लोगों से. Whatever we did, he just wouldn't talk. I think it was a very draining phase also, and it was a learning phase also. That is where I would say that I had no idea that motherhood would turn out to be like this. I thought, हाँ ठीक है, बच्चा बड़ा हो जाएगा, बोलना शुरू कर देगा, then वो school जाएगा, मैं office जाऊँगी.
Because you've seen your niece or
Yeah, correct, nephew, yeah.
So when my kid was born, okay, the day one.
Okay.
Okay, so he was born in the night.
Okay.
Okay, and when after like cleaning and the doctor handed it over to him,
Okay.
to me, then I was asking my husband, like I was expecting, like, you know, it will be a very cute child that way.
Okay.
So I was asking myself, हमारा ही baby
Oh
है ना?
my God.
So and then I felt so bad कि यार, मतलब just because I didn't find him cute, I was like, little shocked कि ये हमारा ही baby है. So that was one
I
thing.
can.
Like the first day, the joy was obviously
Of
there,
course,
but I don't know
yeah.
what came in my mind, and suddenly the first reaction was, ये हमारा baby है क्या?
did you ever miss an important event for your child, like a school played you to something unexpected? How did you deal with it, and how did your child feel?
So, I think I want to miss it pretty often, to be honest. Because many times it happens right in the middle of the day, on a weekday when I have like everything scheduled at work. But no, I don't miss it because I think my child, he's very, very emotive about these things. और वो आके मुझे बोलता है कि at least you come, or at least if daddy can come, one of you come. I would be very happy both of you come, but at least one of you try and come. So how horrible the event is or whatever it is, one of us definitely go. So I can't even think of one event that I've made him miss, that I've missed for him. Like not an annual day, not a sports day, not a parent-teacher meeting, not even some like assessment right in the middle of a quarter. I think I go for everything because that is the validation they look for also. कि यार मेरी मम्मी आई थी.
Not many events, Manisha, I missed, but one thing I remember is I've missed his 6th birthday, I think. So I was not here. I was in Delhi for a conference.
Okay.
So, but then his dad was there. So they had a great
time.
party and
Yeah,
all. So
okay.
then he was calling me, and Mama had a great time with the idli sambar. Is his favorite.
Okay.
So in the morning, my husband took him to South Indian restaurant.
Wow.
Then
He made it up for it.
Yeah,
Okay.
they made up. So
Did
I was
they
okay,
miss you?
but
Did they miss you or just you missed them?
I was missing them.
What about you?
Correct. We also go for all the events. Mostly both of us go together, but there have been a couple where I've missed. There have been a couple where he's missed it. But like you said, the kid is really happy to see you, and sometimes even you feel, you know, talking to their teachers or, you know, meeting their friends sort of gives you an inner happiness where you see ki haan chalo, the teacher knows him, and the teacher has another side of input to his character or to his behavior or to his friendliness in this class and stuff like that.
Manisha, can you share a story about struggling, balancing with work and motherhood, and the guilt that came with it?
It will sound really funny. It just happened.
Okay.
So the memory is fresh in my mind while I was leaving. She's 5, but still, you know, somehow she's not used to seeing me go out for long hours. So she was pulling and dragging me, and you know, she was asking things like, "Kabhi aoge? Wo batao." She's 5. She understands things. She was like, "नहीं, मुझे time बताओ, कब आओगे?" So you know, I was feeling guilty, and while I was in the car, that was still fresh in my mind, and you know. Subconsciously, देखो कैसे guilt आता है. I was thinking कि मैं घर जाके how will I make it up to her? Okay, I'll make her favorite food and stuff. So yeah, it just happened with me.
So I've always been in startups, and you know, it's not a 10 to 7 or 9 to 6 sort of a job. So sometimes days are really happy, and sometimes days are really stressful, right? So recently it happened so that I was at work for a longer hours, and I went home, and then he's not talking to me suddenly, and he did not jump on me suddenly, and I'm like, "Dear, what happened? And kya ho gaya?" He's like, "Ab to itna late tak kaam karte hai." And unfortunately that day, that week, we had to do something on Saturday also. And Saturday usually is just our day, right? So
Yeah.
he'll be like, "Ki yaar, whenever I open a laptop on Saturday, even though if I'm not working, if I'm doing something else, he'll just come and shut it off. He's like, आप सैटरडे को भी काम करते हो, फिर मैं सैटरडे को भी स्कूल जाओ क्या? And then I had taken a leave one day after during the week someday, just to be with him so that that gets out of
Yeah.
his head, because it's a guilt that just comes with it, right? You know you're not wrong, you know that his expectation is not wrong, but you just feel कि यार he deserved that
Yeah.
time. And then I sort of thought कि यार चल, let's take a day off during the week and spend it with him.
So the other day, my customer is a US customer, so
Okay.
I have calls in the evening time
Okay.
mostly.
Okay.
So I was having a call, okay, and I was just speaking on the call, and
Okay.
just my kid came up, Mama, this is a score. Some match was going on.
Okay. Okay.
Then I just muted and just yelled at him, "Can't you see I'm on a call?"
Oh,
So and then I felt so bad after that, but then that was the reaction. But same. This was like afterward I realized the one day he
yeah.
was watching TV. I wanted
Okay.
to give him some instructions.
Okay.
And like Arnav, listen to me. Then he reacted the same way.
deaf
Can't
ears,
you
yeah.
see I'm watching TV?
Oh,
So
he gave
it came back.
Yeah.
How I
That
responded to
happens
him
too.
the other
Correct,
day.
correct.
I think in my case, I just feel like this whole thing about like motherhood guilt, right? Come to think of it, there's no dad guilt. Like nobody talks about that. Why is nobody questioning a father who's, like going to office on a Saturday or who's going traveling like for 15 days or whatever, right? At Shesh's recent annual day, it was at 2:30 on a Friday afternoon, okay? And I had to bail out from work, of course. I made my husband also bail out. But when I was there in the auditorium, I could see that all the moms had come in, right? And many, many fathers, they came only after 5:30, when half the show was already over. So in a way, it was assumed कि मैं तो काम से निकल ही नहीं सकता हूँ. Correct? While we had to, even I could have had an important meeting. Actually, on that day, like I had to ask my CEO to advance a meeting from 5 in the evening to 10 in the morning just for me, because I told him कि मेरे को जाना है बच्चे के annual day के लिए, right? But fathers were like coolly coming in at 4:30, 5 o'clock. And this has nothing to do with working moms also, I feel. This is, मतलब घर पे भी, even if you're a stay-at-home mom, काम तो आपका पूरे दिन का है ही ना. She's also adjusting something around, she's also doing some work which she would have kept for like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. She has to hustle and do it in the morning by 11:30, 12, so that then she can also get the child ready. She only has to source the costumes. She only has to coordinate with the school for all of that. So I have come to this point where I don't have guilt about these things. Like I feel like if I don't do what I have to do as a mother to keep myself happy, how will my child ever be happy?
Okay, so next one. Are kids growing up too fast? Do you ever feel left behind and not able to understand them?
Yeah, I mean, वो तो मेरे को लगता है. I feel like my child is already quite mature.
Yeah, definitely. They are like, I just keep the Google memories, keep reminding how small they were
Actually,
7
all
years
of us,
back,
yes,
6
yes.
years back, and now they are growing up fast. But in fact, I am feeling the other way. I don't know how to deal with him when he grows up. So I feel like this
This is the
stage should
perfect
freeze.
time
Yeah.
somehow, and even I feel, there's gonna come an age where she's not gonna feel that I'm cool for her.
Correct.
At that time, we might feel left behind.
Yeah.
Reality is gonna hit. Yeah. So let's see.
He speaks when he wants to, and many times he's perceived as shy. But I don't think he's shy. I think he just chooses his people and his, the time that he likes to talk to people. He's growing very fast. It's already, I've already seen that transition from, running to me when I came back. He still comes running, but now he'll go back to his room. He'll do his own thing. Sometimes I'll keep calling him, ki, "Arey, aa jao." He'll come for 2 minutes, he'll sit, but then he'll again go back to doing his own thing. So it does hit me hard that it's possibly another 10 years, and actually not even 10 years, because I think once they become teenagers, then unki khud ki life hoti hai.
So like everyone else, is it natural for you to get frustrated as a parent? Have you ever regretted your anger or frustration?
Just now, what you said, it must have happened countless times, no? So yeah, then the guilt strikes. But what I do try is not to dwell on it too much. I sit and reflect. Okay, this had gone wrong. Then I, try to apologize her and make it up to her. So yeah, but it keeps happening. And then
Yeah, so same, like, what I feel, right? Like, when they were more, like, young, that time I used to get more angry, but now kind of
settled.
it is settled. So I think with you also, like, as you're settled down, but then I regret a lot.
We do. And mostly it happens, in the morning time. Like, it's already chaotic. And, a week back only, she was not ready to leave the house. She was like, nahi, main last Peppa Pig ka scene dekh kar hi jaungi. And I was like, yeah. And then she left and I was like, nahi bolna chahiye tha.
Yeah, a couple of times actually. Sometimes it's not what he has done or what he's expecting that frustrates me, but I think I'm already frustrated of something else. And then when he asks a very unobvious or a very silly thing or asks for something which is not good for him, probably, I think I get frustrated for an additional no reason.
Yeah.
There is a reason, but it did not require so much reaction to it, right? For example, even for the smallest thing, Kiar, Mama, I want to have a chocolate today, right? Because I know that he's had it throughout this week for more than 2-3 days, and then I feel like, Kiar, mat khana aaj. But instead of just explaining it to him, or probably I'll just shout or get frustrated, and I'm like, so that sort of reaction happens, and that's when I feel bad. Kiar, iski zarurat nahi thi. So later on,
Correct.
But I do get frustrated for a lot of times for no reason actually.
Yeah. So how do you think mom guilt affects your relationship with your child?
I think sometimes it might have affected wherein, the second time a situation happens, he'll probably think once or twice before revealing the natural will or the natural reaction to things, right? He'll be like, probably mama won't like it, or, probably this is the reaction that I'll get.
Yeah.
I think that is something that fears me at times, because, one incident shouldn't change the way your child wants to react or your child wants to do things, right? That's and, once or twice I've seen this, and, that actually wants me to keep myself in check. Your guilt is something that your child necessarily does not mean for you to have it, right? Your guilt is just your own self-induced thing. So I think that also keeps me in check. Kya zarurat nahi hai.
So, what I feel, Manisha, is like whenever you are angry, okay, or you're not feeling good about your child can sense it. Like he will say, Mama, so if he has done something wrong, I yelled at him.
Correct.
I said sorry and everything.
Correct.
He apologized, I
Correct.
apologized, we became
Even,
friends and all. But still, he can make, Mama, you're still angry with me.
angry
So
with
he
me.
can sense that.
Correct.
Whenever we are angry with them and like just for the heck of saying, okay, I know it's fine, we are friends now.
Correct.
But if we are,
But
they can still know, Mama, you have still not,
True,
you are still angry with me, aren't you?
True. She even senses my sadness. She asks, Mama, are you sad? You're not talking to me. You're not focusing.
But that's such a great thing,
It is,
right,
it is. She's
but they
very
understand
mature.
what
They
we
do.
feel.
They do. More than we think, they do.
But that's like kind of magical.
Actually.
feeling,
Actually.
So they understand us better.
In fact, I let him know that I'm really sorry about this, and because of this, I couldn't do this. So I think it can only affect the relationship with your child in a positive way, where he knows that you're talking to him about it. There's a reason why something cannot be done, or even smaller things like refusing. Like I stopped sugar for him for 20 days, okay? And this was because I was getting like some complaints from his school that he's not focusing in class. So I told him, abhi sugar bhi nahi hoga, abhi screen time bhi nahi hoga 20 दिन के लिए. But abhi IPL चल रहा है, so I said कि आप एक team choose कर लो and I'll let you watch half an hour of that match, right? The thing is that I don't feel that I treated it as a punishment for him. I also gave him the benefits of doing these, and I told him how it will help him focus. So for me, it was more like explaining to him that this is not something I'm doing because this is not tit for tat. That your teacher told me you're not focusing, fine, you're not going to get this. It was never that. It was more to do with the fact that by not eating sugar and by not, watching screen incessantly, which is anyway, in his case, it's quite less, आप actually benefit करोगे. You will be able to focus better. You will be able to, concentrate in class, and you will be able to answer questions better, which is what he always does. So I think that way, affect अगर करना भी है एक बच्चे को, it can only be positive. If the mother or the father, they choose to talk to their child about it. That's how I would.
I think when you usually explain things to a child, it's perceived in another way. But when you have a mom guilt, or when you have guilt about something and you start explaining things, right?
It could sound defensive.
Yeah, it sounds very, and when you are defending, you explain it a lot.
Yeah.
Right? So the child sort of stops understanding कि ये क्यों हो रहा है, because it's the conversation sometimes goes so long, or the reasoning sometimes goes so wrong, that he might not perceive it the way you wanted to. In fact, he'll start realizing that the issue was even bigger than what it was, right?
Yeah.
So what happens is, the next time a similar situation happens, probably not for the same reason, but it does happen, he'll expect that much explanation, or he'll expect that reaction again, and then it'll fall into a cycle of frustration, because then you feel that ye nahi ho sakta. So for instance, if you are saying sorry for things that really
don't
did
need
not
to be
need
sorry
to be
for.
sorry for,
Yeah.
the next time that thing happens, he expects a sorry, and I'm like, I am not going to say sorry for this every time. Not just me, because I don't want to set an example such that in life, if another person does that for him, he's not going to come and say
doesn't have to say
sorry,
sorry for
and for
everything.
that he doesn't need to be feel sad, right?
Yeah.
So I think that's I think that's something that I'd want to
No,
avoid.
it's a very valid point that the more you show your guilt to your child, the child will also like start. I mean, they basically see
Correct.
and they do what you do. So it's absolutely like valid.
Do you ever compare yourself to other moms on social media? How does that make you feel?
I think this is the major source of mom guilt these days. Me being an influencer, still I'm saying it because, yes, I mean, we can be under a lot of pressure. If you see that mom whose kid is well groomed, perfectly posing, the house is spotless all the times, and you start comparing. But, it's very important to sit and realize, like, you don't know what is happening behind the camera.
Exactly.
Okay, I'm not saying it's fake, but you don't know after the shot, the child could have had a full-blown tantrum, or the house could have been a mess next time. So it's very important to not compare. Yeah,
But then that happens, right?
But it
So
happens.
it's-
Being human, it happens. You just have to make sure you don't give too much weightage. That's what I try to minimize it. But I think it is a major source of.
Sometimes I feel
what do you think?
how can the moms be so perfect after looking at them? Yeah, so it's like,
Actually, even when I'm posting, I have this thing in my mind that I should not put unnecessary pressure on, any other mom watching this. So, if I'm putting a reel on self-care, then I do, make sure to add PSK. New moms watching this, please ignore. I know how difficult it is to even, have a glass of water. So, yeah, because it can trigger, and it's detrimental actually. Do you think your own childhood experiences affect how you feel as a mom? Your own experiences?
definitely. Definitely. So, what I think, however parents raised us, okay, we try to, replicate that kind of, upbringing, or obviously we have our own things, but that plays
Does
in a
sometimes.
subconscious mind.
It's there,
Like,
yeah.
for example, my mom was always strict, chappals have to be removed outside the house, and then only you have to come, and you have to eat whatever is in the plate. But nowadays, like, that doesn't work, okay? You have to,
Correct.
But people do, but still that definitely
Our own
impacts,
childhood experiences.
I think that happens to everybody, right? Like, kuch cheeze to hoti hai. I'm sure even my child will feel like this when he grows up. There'll be things that he'll definitely be inspired by and he wants to take forward and do with his kids. And then there'll be things like, ये मेरे माँ बाप ने किया था, ये मैं अपने बच्चे के साथ नहीं करूँगा. So in my case, I think there are a few things like my parents, and I also think their time was very different. They were, working. Like I still remember my mother, she used to work in a bank. She used to work for American Express Bank, right? And my dad was in the government. They would get up in the morning, they would get me and my sister, and at that time my brother wasn't born, they would get us ready for school. My mother would make like lunch. Then she would drop us to our, to our bus stop. And I still remember we would go to our Nana Nani's house. But in the evening, we used to come back home at 8. Without even 1 minute, my mom used to enter the kitchen straight in the same clothes that she was in office. So now when I think of it, I don't think I can do this. So, I just feel like those are amazing things that our parents did. They didn't have any recreational facilities the way we did. I think they had more social circles compared to us. We are too busy online nowadays. They had a lot more family. They had a lot more adjustment capabilities compared to us nowadays. Our tolerance is also very low. But at the same time, I think their temper was much higher with us. When I say tolerance was higher with relatives, I think they used to listen to a lot of things जो relatives बोल के देते थे. कुछ भी बोल के निकल जाते थे. But at the same time, with kids, I feel it was quite less. they would get angry about small things, and there were a lot of restrictions compared to what our children have today. So those are some conscious efforts. I feel like कुछ गिरा देते थे तो डांट पड़ जाती थी. Now with my child, I won't scold him for something that's happened by mistake. They used to scold us first, and then they used to realize कि ठीक है गलती से हो गया, हम ही sorry बोलते थे. But then उसके बाद then they'd come and say कि ठीक है, doesn't matter, don't do this next time. But that trauma had already happened by then. डांट भी पड़ गई थी, शायद थप्पड़ भी पड़ गया था, उसके बाद आके सॉरी बोला तो अभी मतलब it's like how does it make a difference? But with our kids, I think we introspect immediately a lot more compared to that, and we are a lot more careful. I think publicly we don't tell our kids off so much the way our parents used to tell us.
Do you think it's helpful to share your concerns as a mom with others, or would you rather keep it private?
I think it is important to share, but you have to be very selective about it. Because if you share it with the wrong person, let's say if you share it with a know-it-all mom who, tells you things like, oh, you give a pacifier, her teeth will protrude, and, things like that can make you even more insecure. So it's very important who you are sharing with. And if you can't find good friends, I am to like, please find a good therapist. But do talk about it. Yeah, it is very important to talk. So, does the guilt ever feel like a weight you can't lift?
So, as I said before also, Manisha, that this was more there, like in the earlier initial stages. That time, that was like too much for me.
It is.
Change of city, Arnav not adjusting to the new school, not making new friends and all that, like plus work. So that was like too much at that time, but now it is settled. But that time was really bad, between the age of 2 to 3. So that, how about you?
I was going to say, it happens, being humans, but don't let it get to a point where you can't lift it. That
is where the friends come in, friends or a therapist, so that you can, just whatever you feel, you can talk and you can share.
And they should not, make you feel like if you're venting that you're a bad parent. Like, I'm not saying I don't love my kid, I'm just saying it was not a good day.
Correct.
Yeah.
What is the happiest moment that you have shared with your child?
It's not a memory yet, it's still an ongoing thing, but the fondest, I'm most fond of when I go home after work or when I go home after a long break, like he'll jump on me as like a monkey and just be there. Abhi he's 7-year-old, okay, he's like quite old that ways to jump on me, but he still doesn't stop it. So the moment I go, he'll be like, Mama, Mia. He calls Mia sometimes. So he'll be like, Mia, and then he'll just jump all over me, and then but after that he'll be on his own, go again and play. But that one moment makes me realize how much the bond is still there.
Yeah.
And how much he still waits for me when I go home from anywhere, right?
Yeah.
So I think that's the most fond. I'm most fond of this thing that he does.
I think with boys, they also say that they get conscious very soon, right? Like, unlike girls, like I've seen like girls with my friends, and they are a lot more expressive. But my son, he had like, I think when he was about 7, and he will be 7 soon, I'm assuming, he had this thing that, no, aap mujhe kiss nahi kar sakte, you can't hug me, you can't do this. But I pursued so much on this that now he's comfortable with it. So I think I also agree with you, going back home, the whole day, my whole thing is that, okay, I have to do well at work and I have to do whatever I have to do. But ultimately, like, ghar jaake, when the child is there standing on the other side of the door and they're like, hi, mama, I think that is the best part of motherhood.
There have been so many. But for me, it's the little joys. Actually, the little joys. So when, she loves pretend play. So when I'm totally like into her, playing with her, acting like a child with her, so I can see that twinkle in her eye. She loves that. So that are, our happy moments. Like it happens every day. So there's like no one such happiest moment. There have been tiny, happy moments. That way.
Imagine you're looking at your younger self today. What message would you give her? What can she hope for?
Okay. I've been an overthinker, overanalyzer, bachpan se. So now I want to tell her, if I could go back, relax, it will all work out, and trust the process. And more than that, enjoy the process.
Correct.
So that is really important. We just let worry consume us all the time. Kaise hoga? बस I just want to tell her हो जाएगा.
Everything falls in
हो
place
जाएगा.
eventually.
It will
Yeah.
fall into place. So way I was raised, I think that generation was totally different. They lacked awareness. Okay, so I think you will also agree they lacked awareness in so many things.
Yeah.
Did you ever see guilt on your parents' face? I don't think they had guilt.
No,
You
they
know?
must be having, but I don't.
I don't remember,
So
sitting
both
in-
my parents were also working.
Okay.
So my mom kept on telling whatever we are because of you two. I had an elder sister, so
Okay.
we had company of each other. We also used to go to daycare.
Correct,
So
correct,
she
correct.
says she gives all the credit to us.
Okay.
You both stayed well. You studied well, so we could work.
Exactly.
So, but I don't think they have any guilt.
They
as
did
such.
not. I mean, that's one good thing I would say about, our parents' generation.
Correct.
And it's so difficult now, I think, there is so much awareness that makes it so difficult about, not giving them sugar, about screen time.
Correct.
That's why they had 2-3 kids so easily. I mean, not so easily, I wouldn't say, but हाँ वो बैठ के गिल्ट नहीं लेते थे ना, like they were in the flow. ठीक है, हो गया, गुस्सा कर दिया, अब हम उसके लिए सोचते रहेंगे, फिर कोई मॉम की रील दिख जाएगी कि don't do this, फिर हम और सोचेंगे. So it's very difficult for
But
us.
social media, I think, is one of the major thing which
it
is
is, it
impacted.
is.
That time it was not there, right? Once they were home
Exactly.
back from
हाँ,
work,
that-
they were just all for
that is
us. They
contributing to-
totally
correct, correct.
undivided attention. And, Manisha, have you one question just came
Yeah,
to
yeah,
my
please.
mind?
Yeah.
Do you ever feel like I want a break from my child?
Every 3-4 days, yes. And
So how do you manage that?
I just send her to a play area with my husband, and they go out for like 1-2 hours once in a week, and I chill. I don't do anything, and I'm not guilty about that. So that's what I keep telling other moms. It's okay. Yeah. Do you? Of course.
Yes.
Right?
So then I think
Yeah, going in the right
मुझे break क्यों
direction.
चाहिए करके मेरे बच्चे से. So but then that is
नहीं.
So before, my his grandparents, they were just 10 minutes
Okay.
away.
Okay.
So every Friday he used to go to his grandparents' house. And me and my husband were like, Friday, yes, Friday. Then all the
Normal
OTT
reaction.
serials till 3 o'clock.
You will
and
finish
everything we
it,
used
yeah,
to
you'll
watch.
catch up, yeah.
And we were
Perfect.
really used to look forward to
Actually,
Friday.
it sounds a bit selfish to say that, but it's okay. I guess it's okay. So to wrap it up, I would say mom guilt is very common, but it's often unnecessary. You know how the regular guilt, like someone has a guilt, it is coming from a feeling of doing something wrong. But mom guilt is often felt even when something hasn't gone wrong. Like we said, it comes from our own perception. So it's often unnecessary. So the antidote to mom guilt, I would say, it's grace. Please give yourself grace instead of guilt, because you're a human too. You were a human too before you became a mom. You had biological needs to go out, to sleep, make friends, make connections, cognitive needs, and they don't disappear overnight. Okay, so please, self-care is important, and you just don't deserve self-care for yourself. I think in doing so, you will be more equipped to be the mom your kids deserve. So please take some time out for yourself. Ditch the guilt. You'll be good.
Wonderful, Manisha. You
Thank
said it all.
Perfect.